Hello, Healthy Yoga Life. Happy Thursday. Leah here for a 60-minute power and flow class. I'm so excited whether you're joining me virtually via recording or live here in person tonight to hold space and share energy together. For class this evening, be sure to have on hand 2 blocks or block-shaped items. These will be essential for class tonight. So if you are at home and have no block access, grab 2 books, 2 large books or 2 large Tupperwares, square-shaped items, and a pillow for a shape we will be taking later in class. No spoilers here. Welcome. If you are just tuning in, we are grabbing our props, our blocks, our strap if you flow with one, and finally grab some water. Make sure you have some of that on hand for class tonight. And we will begin in a comfortable seat. So maybe you begin incorporating your props already. If the hips are feeling a bit tight, slide your pillow or maybe one of your blocks underneath your sits bones. And here, right from the beginning of class, begin to drop in. Let the eyes close or let the gaze soften down towards the earth, whatever feels better in your body, because that's what we're here to do. Serve your body, this divine form of self-care. Feel the palms rest easy, rest heavy, releasing onto the knees. Here you can let go. Melt the shoulders down, the back away from the ears. Let the heart space shine forward. Feel your sits bones root you into the mat, and from here, pull the belly up and in, cultivating that alignment here from tail to crown. And to finish off the deal, find a little tuck of the chin, igniting your energy all the way from your root chakra to your sacral chakra, to your solar plexus, to your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown, allowing a clear flow of energy inspired with your intention, consciously directed to each cell of your being throughout this practice. Begin here to draw your senses inward, practicing pratyahara by turning off the external, the to-do list, the mental chatter, that little mental narrator that sits with you narrating your day. Turn him or her off and just find your breath as it's naturally occurring in the body. What's good? How does that inhale feel? How does the exhale feel? Notice the natural texture, tempo. Your breath is the rhythm of your practice. This divine dance, movement as medicine, movement as meditation. So let it be just that. No pressure, just what feels good. From here, we're going to set up some alternate nostril breathing. This has been a long week, and if you're tired like me, maybe you'd like a little added support here for this breathing exercise, this pranayama practice, also a kundalini practice. We're going to balance our Ida and Pingala energies, 2 of the largest nadis that run through the body, by practicing some alternate nostril breathing. So if you wish, you could just take your dominant hand and hold it out. A lot of energy, I know. If you'd like something a little bit more restorative, make yourself a stack of blocks. I like this base block on the bottom and then a block with some height on top. Maybe you go double height, but then usually I kind of wobble and fall over, but it's completely up to you. As long as the spine is still able to extend upwards. So you don't want to be crunching over to get to your block. So take the elbow of the dominant hand to the block or out in front of your face. From here, place the pointer finger on one nostril and the thumb on the other. Lift the pointer finger, inhale through pointer finger nostril. Lower pointer finger, exhale through thumb nostril. Inhale thumb nostril. Lower thumb, lift pointer, exhale, pointer nostril. Inhale, pointer nostril. Fill up, lower pointer, lift thumb, exhale. Inhale, thumb. Lower thumb, lift pointer. Continue with this alternate nostril breathing. And as you do so, envision the left nostril, the Ida, that feminine, calming energy, balancing with the right nostril, the Pingala, symbolizing that solar, masculine fire. As we move through a practice that celebrates both. Follow your breath deeply with your full awareness. And let everything else slip away. Take another round or two, balance out, take what you need. And then remove props out from underneath you if you happen to have taken them. From here, sweep the arms high overhead with a big breath in, lift the gaze. Maybe you take a baby back bend, maybe celebrate Kali Mudra, interlacing the fingertips, pointer fingers extend along with the thumbs. All other fingers are interlaced, the gaze can lift, sits bones stay planted, fill with breath, fill with this fierce feminine energy, breathe in. And release to tabletop, stack the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees, pull that belly up and in, engage that core lock, Uddiyana Bandha, engage your root lock, Mula Bandha, pulling the pelvic floor up and in, engaging it, and then tuck the chin, engaging that throat lock, chin lock rather. Imagine a string tied both to the crown of your head and your tailbone, pulling you in opposite directions in this tabletop as you cultivate length, allowing the energy of all 7 chakras to flow freely through you. As you find alignment, you rinse out the stuck parts, you release, you get those chakras spinning. And on that note, let's link our asana, our physical form, to our prana and really have some fun. Maybe you get ready, tap out your feet, amp yourself up, shake out your wrists. You know what you need. And we'll get funky with a couple cat-cows. With your next inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, lift the head, open the heart. Pull that chest forward as you open the heart chakra here. Take in some love, some compassion, fill all the way up. Cat pose, exhale, curve the spine, tuck the chin, pull that belly button up to the spine and empty completely. Cow pose, breath in. Cat pose, breath out. And now get funky with it. So maybe that's organic movements like hip circles and neck rolls. Maybe you really over exaggerate the rotation of cat-cow. What do you need? Maybe you just hit a child's pose. Maybe that's what your body calls for. Radical, rock on. I invite you to welcome your Ujjayi breath into your practice at this point. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, making an audible sound like a crashing ocean wave. So here we release that ego. Make some sounds in your practice. You are worth it. This practice of power, of mantra, of chanting is so powerful. Allow yourself to be free of that self-judgment. Just give it a try. Imagine like you're fogging a mirror using only that nose. Inhale, count of 3 maybe to start. Exhale, count to 3. Maybe if you feel comfortable, you up it to count of 4. In through the nose, fill up. Out through the nose, exhale. Maintain this victorious breath, Ujjayi breath, throughout your practice. Building heat, allowing you, inspiring you to harness energy available to you within. You have the entire universe within you. Let this breath show you how. Take a big breath in. as we return to neutral tabletop position here. Notice if you feel any longer throughout the spine. Maybe even just a millimeter. How radical. Take a big breath in, reach the fingertips maybe an inch or two forward. Press through pointer finger and thumb. We're going to take this to down dog with an exhale, rolling the toes over, lifting the hips up and back behind you. And if this first down dog feels funky, that is a-okay. Find some space to play. Pedal it out. Bend one knee, bend the other. Shake the head yes, shake it no. Find a gentle bend in the knees. Truly allow you to extend the hips up to the sky, back behind you, spinal length. Here, activating your third eye chakra. As you do so, set your drishti in down dog right between the feet towards that wall behind you. This way, ensuring that your head, that final bit of alignment, is all set to go from tailbone to crown as you find your reset in this pose so often in practice. Why not get the fullest benefit of experience? Once you find comfort and stillness, if you do, hang out in down dog for about 3 breaths. And let's make them lion's breaths. Breathe in through the nose, fill up. Stick that tongue out, exhale, ha. Once more, in through the nose, fill up. Extend the tongue, ha. Let something go. Last time, biggest breath in. Biggest exhale out. Bend the knees, lift the gaze, and tippy toe the feet up to the hands. There is no rush in yoga. The feet hips width distance apart, about 2 fists is a great measure. Arms can sway down towards the earth, or maybe opposite hand tucks into opposite elbow crease. Stillness may find you, or movement may find you as well as you sway side to side. Wherever you are, let the torso hang heavy over the thighs. A micro bend in the knees may allow you to deepen this bend without sacrificing any release through the spine. Let the crown hang heavy and relax the muscles of the jaw, moving that bottom jaw side to side. We'll release anything that's not this moment, this breath, full of joy, full of courage, full of presence. There is nothing here but right here, right now. And how wonderful is that? With a horse breath, go ahead and breathe in through the nose. Flutter the lips, exhale. One more, in through the nose, fill up. Release your bind, toe, heel your feet to touch with a bend in the knees and a flat back. Rise all the way up to stand, arms sweep high overhead, gaze can follow, extended Tadasana. Hands find heart center, exhale. Here you find yourself in your Tadasana pose, hands bound at Anjali Mudra, heart center. Right palm pressing into left again, summoning that energy of balance we cultivated as we stimulated Ida and Pingala nadis at the beginning of our practice. Feel the 4 corners of each foot root you into the earth. Feel the thighs wrap slightly in as you tuck that tail, aligning root chakra with your soul, with your sacral chakra, with your solar plexus, with your heart, your throat. Tuck that chin, third eye, and crown. Shoulders melt down the back. Aligned and present, here you stand. We'll begin our class together with the sound of Om. Feel free to chant with me or just enjoy the vibration. Take a big breath in. Om. Letting that energy of oneness, of universal consciousness and connection wash over you, through you, within and without you. Flutter the eyes open with a joyous breath in. Sweep the hands high overhead. Gaze can follow. Fill with breath. Forward fold, exhale, and empty. Just surrender completely forward. Take the weight to the ball now to the feet. Let go and empty out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Hands come to the shins, the thighs. Maybe they float over the earth. A little micro bend in the knees here. Great tool to allow you to access your full spinal length. Roll the shoulders down the back. Your drishti is set right down at your mat. Spine is long, chakras are aligned. Take a lengthening inhale. Imagine that string tied to the crown pulls you forward. Plant the hands, step back, high push up, exhale. Option to modify, dropping knees to the earth. If knees are lifted, shoot your energy from the crown of your head all the way through the heels, through the wall behind you. Press the mat away with your palms. Feel the shoulder blades pull further from one another and down the back. Yes, this pose might feel tense, but keep the body soft. Keep the drishti soft, that point of gaze right between the hands. Imagine X-ray vision. You look through the mat into the beyond when this pose is over. But as you are here, rely on that ujjayi breath. You are a warrior. You can do this for one breath and then one more. Next inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Chaturanga Dandasana. With your exhale, you're going to lower halfway down, only elbows wrap into ribs. Up dog with your breath in, roll to the tops of the feet. Knees and thighs lift from the mat. Here, we're going to take a little different route. So go ahead and lower down, bring the forearms down to the mat. We're going to find a cobra pose. So planting forearms on the mat or just a little bit in front. The legs extend long behind you. You're on the tops of your feet. The hands plant into the mat and gently draw the heart space forward. You're gazing just about 3 feet in front of your mat. Take 3 powerful heart opening rounds of breath here. Also, as you stimulate your solar plexus, envision creativity, passion, fill the soul, the spirit. After that third breath, realign the hands underneath the shoulders, return to your up dog, rolling to the tops of the feet and lifting knees and thighs from the mat. Take a breath in, open up that heart. Down dog with your exhale, roll the toes over, lift the hips up and back behind you. Beautiful work, yogis. With your next breath in, lift the right leg high, 3-legged dog. Hips are level, right toes flex towards the earth. With the breath in, send energy through that right heel. Bend the knee, open the hip, exhale. Take little ankle circles or little knee circles. Take what you need. Rinse it on out. Come right back through center. Lower the right foot down. Return to down dog. Pedal it out. Let's take a lion's breath. Release yourself from anything that's happened prior in this practice and begin again with this breath. We breathe in through the nose. Stick that tongue out and exhale. Ha. You are free from your mind. Next inhale, left leg floats high, 3-legged dog, hips level, energy shooting out the left heel, breath in. Bend the knee, open it up, breath out. Get as deep with this as you like. Rinse it out, rock it, roll it. Come back on through center, lower that left foot down, find yourself in down dog. We'll take 3 rounds of breath here before we flow through our Sun A 2 times. Linking one breath to one movement. I'll call a pace, but move at the pace of your own breath. This is your practice, your time to get fun, time to get funky. When you're ready, go ahead and meet me in down dog. Begin with the community breath and then flow with the natural rhythm of your inhale and your exhale. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let something go. Bend the knees, lift the gaze, step or hop forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale, surrender. Root to rise, sweep the arms high overhead, extended Tadasana. Forward fold humbly with your exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Plant the hands, step back, vinyasa, high to low push up with your exhale. Up dog, fresh inhale, savor it, gaze right out in front of you. Down dog, exhale and reset. We breathe in and we breathe out. Bend the knees, lift the gaze, step or hop forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, let it go. Root to rise, arms sweep high above head. Forward fold, surrender. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands, step or hop back, slow push up. Up dog, breath in. Down dog, breath out. Nice job, yogis. Take a few breaths to reset here. Take a few cleansing breaths. Notice if the mind has wandered away from the breath, has that mental chatter returned? Don't stress, no worries. Don't meet yourself with judgment. Find some radical acceptance. It happens. Return to the breath. Use it as a visual guide. Maybe today you visualize a flower. As you inhale, it grows its petals. As you exhale, the petals retract. Maybe you visualize a wave building to its peak with your inhale and crashing to a sandy shore with your exhale. Maybe you hold mantra, I breathe in, I breathe out. Sat Nam, I am truth. Om Hari Om, freedom from suffering and reconnection to our collective consciousness. So many options. Using these tools in your toolbox. Why not? Feeling so humbled and honored to take part in this sacred practice, this divine wisdom. Let's get some more. Let's dig in. Let's continue aligning our inner geometry with that of the cosmos, my Omis. All right, meet me in down dog. Take a big breath in. Open the mouth and let something go. Bend the knees, lift the gaze, step or hop forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, surrender. Sink the weight into the heels, hips come low, heart comes high. Katasana, chair pose. Wrap the thighs in, sink the tail low, big toes visible, poking past the knees. Arms can frame the ears or come to cactus or goalpost. If the shoulders feel tight, be sure to tuck the tail, sink those hips real low. Gaze or drishti right out in front of you, maybe a little lifted. Use that ujjayi fire. Take a big breath in. Sink the hips 1 inch deeper, breath out. Big breath in. Right arm reaches back behind you, open arm twist, exhale, keep those hips sinking low. Back through center, chair pose, breath in. Left arm back, rinse it out, exhale. Back through center, breath in. Forward fold, let it go. Nice work, yogis. Halfway lift, breathe in. Plant the hands, move through your vinyasa. Take your time, savor these vinyasas. Take a big breath in. And a giant exhale out. Right foot forward to warrior one with a breath in. Spin the left heel down about 45 degrees, pointing to about 11 o'clock, 10:30 on a analog clock face. Go ahead and give yourself a self-assist, squaring the hips up towards the top of the mat, really sealing in with that connection of the outer edge of the left foot. As you send the left hip literally and energetically forward to square with the top of your mat. Right knee stacks over the right ankle. Set your gaze, your drishti on a non-moving point out in front of you. As you build this strong foundation, know you are tapping into your root chakral energies here. Feel that strength, feel that fire. Take a big breath in. Melt the shoulders down the back. Take another big inhale, expand, open, warrior two, exhale. Get expansive here and don't be afraid to take up some space. Left foot's parallel with the back edge of your mat. You're rocking an external rotation through the right thigh. Right thigh is at about a 90-degree angle, shoulders right over hips. Energy shooting through both sets of fingertips. Finding extension without tension. Your gaze floats over those right fingers. Take a big breath in. Can you reach just a little deeper? Where can you let go? Exhale. Flip the palm, reverse your warrior with the breath in. Left hand comes to bind with that right thigh or hip. Right arm throws all your troubles away up and overhead as you sink just a little deeper into that right thigh. Take a big breath in. Make your way to half moon pose with your exhale. Maybe grabbing for your block here, placing it about 1.1 inches to the right of your right pinky toe. As you lift that left leg high, left heel floats to the sky, left toes flex towards your face. The arms stack in one straight line, wrists and shoulders all aligned. Gaze can follow left fingertips if that feels okay. Take a big breath in. Lift that left heel 1 inch higher, exhale. 3 more breaths. Middle breath. Final breath in. With your next exhale, you are going to switch this to a twisted half moon. So pass that block to your left hand. See if you can rotate around here. You're going to lift that right arm high. The left leg stays lifting, left toes stay flexing. Hips this time, though, may rotate more towards the earth. 3 breaths. Middle breath, lift that left heel, flex those left toes towards the earth. Final breath in. Land in twisted triangle, exhale. Lower that left foot down to the earth. Keep the right arm lifting here. Left hand stays planted on a block. Or maybe you take it down to the earth if you feel more comfortable with this pose than you did twisted half moon. Taking 3 breaths here. With every inhale, you lengthen to the crown of the head. With every exhale, you rinse just a little deeper. Here, summoning the energy of your sacral chakra, filled with passion. Big breath in. Rinse just a little deeper. Exhale. This time, this exhale takes both hands down to the mat. Step back and move through your flow. Rock on, yogis. All right, let's take that to the left side this time. With your next inhale, left foot comes forward, warrior one. Take your time, especially this evening, building that foundation as you honor your root chakra. This time, the outer edge of the right foot suctions down to the mat, sending that right hip forward. The left knee stacks right over left ankle. Arms rise up to frame the ears. Set your gaze, your drishti on a non-moving point out in front of you. Find your home in the body and just sink into that breath. Take a big breath in. Expand open, warrior two. Exhale. Right foot parallel with the back edge of your mat this time, and take up that space. You are expansive. You are an energetic being. You deserve to take up this space. You are boundless and limitless. 5 breaths of power here. Let your intention shine. Visualize with each exhale, you send your energy to every cell of your being. Exactly what you need. Next inhale, flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Right hand may bind with left hip. As the left hand throws your worries away, sink deep in that left thigh with a big breath in. Invite length through the left side body. Half moon with your exhale. Grab your block this time, taking it in the left hand, maybe about a foot and an inch to the left of the left pinky toe. Wrists and shoulders still stacking in one straight line. This side may be different than the prior. 5 breaths here. All 4 limbs so active and engaged. There is nowhere to be but present in body and mind and spirit and energy. Here you are. 3 more breaths. Lift that right heel. Flex those right toes. Middle breath. Final breath in. We're twisting with this exhale. All righty, pass that block to your right hand. Rotate the hips to square with the earth. Flex the right toes down to the ground. Next breath in, sweeps that left hand high, twisted half moon. Lift that right leg. 3 breaths. Middle breath. Final expression. Land it in twisted triangle here, dropping that right heel down to the earth. About a 60-degree angle in that right foot. Every inhale, you lengthen through the crown. Every exhale, you rinse a little deeper, rolling that left shoulder back. But first, you twist from the center line, the torso twist. Or first the core, then the torso, leading to the shoulder, and then maybe the gaze. Final breath in. This exhale, both hands come down to the mat. Remove props. Step back through your vinyasa. And return to your down dog. Radical yogis, we're going to flow that. 1 breath, 1 movement, just 1 time. So have fun, get funky. And let's play around. When you are ready, meet me in down dog. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Bend the knees, lift the gaze, step or hop forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, Katasana, big breath in. Right arm back, rinse, exhale. Back through center, breath in. Left arm back, rinse, exhale. Back through center, breath in. Forward fold, exhale, and let it go. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands, step back, and vinyasa. Right foot forward, warrior 1. Rise up and fill up. Expand open, warrior 2. Exhale. Flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Fill with breath. Half moon, exhale. Find your fullest expression here with a breath in. Twisted half moon with your breath out. Land it in twisted triangle, inhale. Rinse a little deeper, exhale at the bottom of your breath. Both hands find the mat, rock out your vinyasa, maybe right leg stays lifted. Awesome work, yogis. Next breath in, left foot forward, warrior 1, rise up, fill up. Expand open, warrior 2, exhale. Flip the palm, reverse your warrior, fill with breath. Half moon, exhale. Find your fullest expression with a breath in. Twisted half moon. Exhale, pass the block to the right hand, square the hips. Lift that left arm high. Rinse with your exhale. Land it, twisted triangle. Sacral energy, lean into it with a breath in. Rinse it with a breath out. At the bottom of that rinse, hands come down to the mat, vinyasa, maybe left leg stays lifted. Beautiful work, yogis. Take a moment, grab water, grab towel. Take a few breaths, notice your breath. What's it like? Has the texture and tempo changed? Maybe it's a bit easier to fill fully with each inhale, a bit more free to release with each exhale. You can really get to the bottom of the breath. Noticing maybe the mind feels just as cluttered as when you walked onto the mat, but maybe you found a bit of spring cleaning for the head. Wherever you're at, all good. There's no judgment here. There's no wrong place to be at. You are perfect by being exactly who you are, where you are right now. So continue on in our practice. I promise we have a really restorative end to come. You got this, yogis. A little bit more standing work. And then we will get down to our restorative portion. All righty. Go ahead and meet me in downward dog. Take a big breath in and an open mouth exhale out. Right foot forward, crescent lunge with an inhale. In crescent lunge, all 10 toes face forward. You are high up on the ball of the left foot. Right knee stacks right above your right ankle. Beautiful here. You definitely also want to grab your blocks and have them easy access up towards the top of your mat. Take a big breath in. With your exhale, take flight to warrior 3. Here in warrior 3, the left toes flex towards the earth. Arms can frame the ears or come into heart center. Gaze right down at the earth beneath you. Dial that left hip down, lift the left heel. Use your breath, work through the wobbles here. 5 breaths. Three more breaths. Energy through the left heel and the crown of the head. Lift that left heel, final expression. Standing split, exhale. Hands come down to frame the right foot or grab your blocks. And take one on either side of the right foot. In standing split, you're lifting that left leg as high as you can. Flexing the left toes towards the earth while keeping the hips level. Take 2 more breaths here. Lift that left heel 1 more inch. Final breath in. Final breath out. Next inhale, you got this. Stand back up to Tadasana with that left leg lifted. We're going to take this to Uttita. Flex those left toes out in front of you. Right hand comes to right hip, left hand inside of left thigh. Or if you play with the toe bind, go ahead and take it. Work through those wobbles. We fall, we get back up. The right hand can extend long out to either side, out to the right side of you. The gaze could follow. Be sure here you are keeping the hips in line. Keep that left toe flexing. 3 breaths. Middle breath. This inhale, left knee comes back through center where the right hand catches it for Uttita twist. So let that left hand wrap back behind you. Keep the left toes flexing. Gaze can follow. 4 rounds of breath. Every inhale you lift through the spine. Every exhale you rinse something away. You rinse away the hold of the past. You let go of anxiety of the future. You make space for your now. 2 more breaths. Back through center with a breath in and just let it go. Left foot meets the right. Shake it out in your Tadasana. Beautiful yogis. Take a big breath in. Sweep the arms high overhead. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Plant the hands, get funky with a vinyasa. Left leg forward, crescent lunge, rise up, fill up. Here, right toes, you're high on the ball of the right toes. If you feel wobbly, you can always widen out your stance. Gaze right out in front of you on a non-moving object. Find your home in this pose and find your breath and find your blocks. Take a big breath in. Take flight 2, warrior 3 with your exhale. Arms can outstretch to frame the ears. Right leg is lifting this time. Right toes flex towards the earth. Or hands could come into heart center to aid with your balance. 3 rounds of breath here, body like a T. Middle breath, lift that right heel. Final breath in. Standing split breath out. Hands come to blocks, tented fingertips. Maybe you grab the left ankle with one arm, maybe both. Lift that right heel to the sky for 3 more breaths. You got this. Middle breath. Release the crown of the head. Final breath out. Next, inhale, the right knee sweeps forward, lifting you all the way up to stand. Right foot flexing out in front of you. Let it take you to Utthita. Left hand comes to left hip, right hand to the inside of the right thigh. Open up that right hip, flex the right foot. Left arm extends long to the left, the gaze can follow. 3 breaths. Next, inhale, right knee back through center where the left hand will catch it. Utthita twist with your exhale. The right arm travels back behind you. Gaze can adventure with those right fingertips as well. Keep flexing the right foot for 4 rounds of breath. Inhale, length. Spring clean body and soul with each breath out. Inhale back through center and just release it all. Shake it out. Let it all go. We're going to go ahead. And with the breath in, sweep the arms high overhead. Fill up. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Plant the hands. Move through a vinyasa. Last little bit here. You got this, yogis. Find yourself in down dog, and then with an inhale, right foot forward, crescent lunge, rise up, fill up. Expand open, warrior 2, exhale. Right to triangle, Trikonasana, lengthen the right leg long. Right hand pulls you forward, hips shift back. As far as you can reach, find your triangle pose. Right hand comes to the shin, the thigh, a block outside the shin, or maybe the earth. Roll that left shoulder open and back. Take a little micro bend in that right knee. At least find some softness. Length on both sides of the torso as you scissor the hips together. 3 breaths. Surrender. Middle breath. Final release. Next, inhale, left hand pulls you up to stand where you spin your feet parallel and do a complete rotation around, sinking down, crescent lunge, bent into the left thigh, facing the back of your mat. Breath in. Open up, warrior 2, breath out. You guessed it, straight to triangle. Lift that length and that left leg long. And in breath begins to draw the left hand forward as far as it can reach. And then it makes its way down to this triangle expression, which could be very different than the previous side. So adjusting with blocks, adjusting hand height, making sure you feel opening, rinsing, no pain. Imagine there's a wall behind you. You can just roll that shoulder open back to. 3 more breaths. Lengthen through the crown with each inhale. What can you let go of as you breathe out? Next inhale, right hand pulls you up to stand. Spin the feet parallel, step all the way up to the top of your mat. And we're gonna rock out one final vinyasa, so make it a good one, savor it, love it. Take a big breath in, sweep the arms high overhead. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Plant the hands, get groovy with this vinyasa. Beautiful. Our hip opener this evening will be half pigeon. If you are dying for a figure 4, go ahead, flip to your back, take figure 4. But I will call for half pigeon on this fine evening. With your next inhale, lift the right leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip, breath out. With an inhale, the right shin draws towards the top of the mat, moving towards parallel. Does not have to get to parallel tonight. What you do need tonight is your hips to be square with the top of your mat. So if you notice that right hip lifting at all from the earth, go ahead and slide a block, 2 blocks, a pillow, 2 pillows underneath that hip. Arms, you got a lot of options. Hands can stay planted right under the shoulders. Oh, be sure to keep that right foot flexing. A little self-reminder as well. And keep reaching back through that left foot. Forearms can come right to the earth. They could come to blocks. A little intermediate. If your forearms are on the earth, take the forehead to a block. That feels very nice. Or if you come all the way down, maybe tonight, you take reverse namaste at the base of the neck. Find a bit of little extra grounding. Wherever you are, close the eyes, soften the gaze, sink in to the shape. Ride with your breath through these pent-up emotions you're releasing, through thoughts that may disturb the lake of your consciousness. No worry, you have your breath, your mantra, your visual, you have your practice. Take a big breath in. And with your exhale, begin to release. Crawl the hands in closer towards you. Roll the left toes under, kick the right foot back, and shake it out in 3-legged dog before placing it down as you hit your last, or second to last down dog of class, actually. Next inhale, lift the left leg high, bend the knee, open that hip, half pigeon left side this time. Swing that left shin forward, moving it towards parallel, grabbing any blocks you may need under the left hip. Finding your arm expression and sinking in 7 rounds of breath, courageously braving some silence here, sitting with the self. Take a big breath in. And with your exhale, begin to release. Crawl the hands closer in towards the shoulders. Roll that right foot under. Kick that left foot back. Give it a good shake out. And then place the left foot down on the mat. Here's that last down dog I was talking about. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let something go. Ha. Then the knees lift the gaze, tippy toe the feet halfway up the mat. Come to take a seat and roll all the way onto your back. Take a nice full body stretch. Arms and legs extending long on either direction. Fill with length. Hug the knees into the chest with your exhale. Here you can rock and roll from side to side. Play with the distance between the knees. Draw circles, switch up your direction, maybe play around with a bit of a happy baby. And then with the breath out, come back through center, even out when you're ready. We're gonna set up a bridge series. So take the feet to plant, shoulder width distance, or hips width distance rather, a distance where your fingertips can brush your heels. If you're in the mood for a restorative bridge, go right ahead and slide your block on medium height right underneath the sacrum. But if you have a bit more fire and you like to energize to honor our final two chakras we have not honored in asana yet this class, if you have a shoulder stand or plow in your practice, feel free to energize with these active bridges or rest up with a restorative. So choosing whichever option, restorative or active, that calls you. With your next breath in, go ahead and lift. I will call active bridge here. Go ahead, lift the hips towards the sky. Also open the heart towards the wall behind you. Do so by shimmying the shoulders closer together. So here maybe is where you grab your strap or interlace your fingers. Wrap the thighs in here. Lift with the whole leg. Press those feet into the mat. Lift with the calves, the shins, the glutes. The thighs, lift up, open up. 3 more breaths. See your prana, feel your prana, be your prana. Middle, lift 1 more inch. Final expression, fill up. Active bridges lower, restorative bridges relax. Active bridges, feet come mats with distance, and the knees gently swing from side to side. Releasing, relaxing, rinsing. And from here, we'll move into our inversion. So if you just energize with us, go ahead and prep for a shoulder stand. If shoulder stand is not in your practice or not your vibe, you could take your legs up a wall or Viparita Karani, sliding a block right underneath the hips. Almost no effort, just a complete vibe. In shoulder stand here, we honor our crown chakra as we stack the body in one straight energetic line here. Ankles over knees, over hips, over shoulders, hands on the low back, elbows wrapping in. No pressure on the neck here. 3 breaths. And then wherever you are, be it restorative or shoulder stand or legs up the wall, find your plow or your plow version. So the feet don't have to touch the earth. Maybe they touch a wall. Maybe they come to blocks. If the feet aren't on the earth, be sure the hands are on the low back for some added support. If the feet are on the earth, you could let the hands go. You could play with taking a bind, play with that shoulder opening, and plow honoring your crown chakra, that center of intuition. Take a big breath in. With your exhale, bend the knees, cover the ears. Curled up man pose. Take a big breath in. And with your exhale, release. Take a full body stretch. Big breath in. Let everything go. Exhale. Our final shape this evening before Shavasana will be a supported fish pose. So begin, it also could be your Shavasana. We'll take a brief body scan meditation into this Shavasana. So feel free to go right to your Shavasana right now. If you know restorative or supported fish is not your vibe, or give it a try and then maybe move to traditional Shavasana later. Supported fish, it is restorative. You're taking one block lengthwise down the center of the back between the shoulder blades on its narrowest width. And then you are taking another block, I like the lowest height. If you are looking for less sensation, you could always raise that height up just a little higher, right under the base of the head. So it's easiest to set this up, kind of guesstimate on your mat. And then adjust as you extend the legs down and align your body upon the blocks. You'll know you've got it when you feel supported, secure. You feel the heart space shining open and the shoulders falling away. The legs can outstretch within traditional Shavasana shape, or maybe you find Supta legs, reclined butterfly, taking the soles of the feet to touch, knees spreading wide. Let your eyes close or soften. Find your breath. Begin to let go and sink deeper and deeper into the shape. Feeling your body melt just a bit more onto your mat with each breath out. Use your breath here, continuing your use of pranayama as your rhythm and your visual aid throughout this meditation, this body scan and chakra alignment mashup meditation. Beginning at the toe tips, visualizing a sense of energetic presence. So maybe it's a translucent light to begin with. This light begins to recharge and relax you, releasing not only the muscles of the body, but also the constraints of the mind. Let this energy travel upwards through the tops of the feet with each inhale, and vibrate at that body part right now, the tops of the feet, with each exhale. Next breath in, that energy travels up through the ankles and calves and shins. Breathe in. The whole lower leg and foot is vibrating now. Exhale. That energy travels all the way up through the thighs, but pausing around the pelvic region with your exhale. And from here, we enter the land of the root chakra, that pelvic region, our root chakra, Muladhara chakra. And now your light begins to change to a red glowing light. An orb circles the pelvic region, transforming your light into a vibrating, circulating orb, rotating around that root chakra. With each inhale, the orb sinks a little closer, grows a little smaller. With each exhale, it vibrates. Next inhale, that orb grows closer in until eventually it is fully active at that root chakra. Take 3 breaths here, envisioning the grounding energy of your root chakra completely aligned. Next, that light, that orb, it extends from the body once more. It emerges from the body orange this time as it travels up to the navel center, the sacral chakral region. Envisioning this orange orb as you envision it, celebrating creativity and passion and welcoming those into your life, into your spirit. With every inhale, you draw those essences of creativity and passion in closer. With each exhale, they vibrate stronger, brighter, more vibrant until they reach that sacral chakral center at the navel center. With your next inhale, envisioning this light traveling now into an orb around the upper navel region, a yellow orb this time. We've made it to the solar plexus chakra. With every inhale, that orb comes closer into your solar plexus. With every exhale, the vibration of expansiveness and growth grows stronger. 3 breaths. And then with your next inhale, that orb returns, popping out of the body, this time green in color, traveling through the center of the chest to the heart chakra. Envisioning here, with each inhale, this orb growing closer to heart center. With each exhale, you vibrate with energy of passion, compassion, and devotion. 3 breaths. Now this light, this orb, it emerges from the body blue in color as it makes its way towards the throat region to find the throat chakra, the Shuddha chakra, the bridge from the body to the spiritual realms on the other side of the neck. As you celebrate your throat chakra here, its element, ether, subtle vibration. You envision with each exhale of vibrance, independence, security, fluent thought, communication, confidence, freedom to express. Every inhale, you find that orb growing closer. Every exhale, your celebration of freedom, of expression, of independence and communication grows stronger until it reaches a glowing orb at the center of the throat chakra. And then from there, that your energy emerges once more, a glowing orb, this time deep blue or white in color, circling around that area between the eyebrows, your third eye center, your third eye chakra. Every inhale, that orb grows closer. Every exhale, you vibrate on energies of humility for our practice, for intuition, clarity, and balance. 3 breaths. With your next inhale, that energy emerges, this time a color of deep violet, as it makes its way in an orb to the very tip top of your head, the crown chakra, a place of pure consciousness where the Ida and the Pingala nadis meet in the tongue twister, the Sushumna nadi, excuse me, the Sushumna nadi. As the Kundalini energy rises, it ignites in this point of pure consciousness, of balance in duality. We envision the release of karma. We envision beingness, unity through universal consciousness right here, right now. Once that orb is fully restricted at the rhythm of your own breath into a beautiful, vibrant orb at the crown of your head, you are ready to release to Shavasana. Maybe you stay in supported fish, or maybe you roll over, remove your blocks, extend the arms and legs long on either side of you, and sink into your Shavasana, enjoying your bliss. enjoying Shavasana as long as you like, but if you are ready to return back into your body, back into your physical form, give the fingers and toes a wiggle, the head a gentle rock side to side, keep the eyes closed. Extend the right arm long overhead, roll to a fetal position on the right side of the body, using right shoulder as a cushion for the head. Here on our right side, we stimulate the Ida Nadi, bringing this energy of calm that we've cultivated in this meditation with us off our mats. Eyes remain closed as you make your way to a comfortable seat at heart center, where we'll close our class together with the sound of Om. Let's join our voices, energy, and intention right here, right now. Breathe in. Hands find the third eye center. With gratitude, we honor the place in all beings where the entire universe resides. We honor that place of universal connection where if you are in that place in you and I am in that place in me, then there is only one of us. Together tonight as one, we honor one another and say namaste. Namaste, yogis. Thank you for keeping it real with me tonight in class. If you didn't catch it at the beginning, my name is Lea, and I look forward to flowing with you this coming Monday at 4 p.m. Peace out, HYL.